Yo, 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 yo. What up, people? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I am your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big ups to that 501 and that 317. Y'all know what it is. We back in the building with another one. More boxing talk. And the question that I want to pose to you guys today, should we accept boxing back in empty arenas with no fans? We heard Terrence Crawford come out earlier this week or last week saying they got to pay me more to fight in empty arenas. We heard LeBron James, before he knew how severe this virus was, he later backtracked, but he also said he wasn't going to play basketball in an arena with no fans. And I really do think people don't really understand the the magnitude of this virus. You know what I'm saying? I have a couple of friends that work in the health field, nurses or whatever, and they're telling me that this shit is bad. I got one person that I know, and she is quarantined from her kids. Like her kids not even living with her right now until all this stuff passes over. So I don't think people really understand the level and the degree of this virus because we get on social media, right? We see Florida doing their thing out there, still going to beaches, having parties and shit. We hear about Atlanta supposed to be open up their city again. We seen the mayor of Las Vegas on the CNN with Anderson Cooper, who and she just sounded like she was so out of touch. But she was talking about opening up the Las Vegas Strip and casinos again. So, do people really understand the level of this virus? There's one fighter from Top Rank who had some similar remarks that LeBron had, and we'll break that down and get into it. But first, y'all know what it is. Drop that beat on him, Mike. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What up to everybody out there in the chat, man? I appreciate you guys joining me. And let's go ahead and get right into it, man. I came across a story on boxing scene that I thought was very, very interesting. And big ups to boxing scene for providing great content. I really do appreciate it. And big ups to the writer of this article, Keith Oddick, you know what I'm saying? And let's go ahead and get right in on into it, man. Let me not waste time. I know time is valuable, even though I know y'all ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to go do nothing. You feel me? But anyway, let's go and get into it, man. Let's see what we got. Got that. Let me take that off. Make that look good for you right quick. Bam. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Article coming from Keith Oddick, man. Big ups to that boxing scene editor and writer. You know what I'm saying? He says Teofimo wants nothing more than to fight Vasily Lomachenko next. Once fights can be rescheduled again, coronavirus related restriction initially could prohibit fans from attending boxing events and other sporting events. That strange scenario doesn't interest Lopez, the unbeaten IBF lightweight champion. And this interview is coming from the Ak and Barack show. And big ups to Ak and Barack. I'm glad both guys are healthy. Both guys had the coronavirus, and I'm glad to see both guys bounce back healthy. Big ups to those guys and keep pushing the sport forward. He says, that won't happen. I won't accept the fight if that was the case. Yeah, I mean, it ain't the same without the fans. I mean, if we got LeBron out here saying it as well, it ain't the same. The atmosphere, what makes New York and Madison Square Garden a place that I love, because you're not going to get the type of audience in New York. You're going to get those Brooklyn fans. You're not going to get those Brooklyn fans. You're not going to get that energy anywhere else. When you go out there, you've got all the people from Cali that come out. You got people from the East Coast coming out, New Jersey. You're not going to get that energy. And that brings more of a bigger audience. That makes it just that much more fun. It's a drug that I'm addicted to. And if it ain't no fans, it's pretty much considered a sparring match. Oh my goodness. So what he's saying is like he's not interested in fighting Lomachenko. He said he won't accept the fight if there's no fans in the stadium. Now look, I gotta kind of agree with him on that because just hear me out. If we're not gonna have fans in the stadium and we're not gonna allow people to come in the stadium, then why even put on events? If you're that scared of the virus spreading out, why put on an event? Because you're still going to have the card show up and their trainers and their little entourage. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it may be smaller than what it was. And then you want to have the production company come out who's going to put the fight on. The ESPN company, the Fox, the Showtime, the Zone. Also, you got to have the people who work in the arena there. And I'm sure you ain't got to have it up to the level of fans, but I'm sure people who work at the arena got to be there too. And when you have 3 different demographics coming together like that, that could possibly, you know what I'm saying, cause a infection or something like that because we know asymptomatic people don't show signs and won't show signs, and they still can infect other people. So why even risk it? If you're not going to have the fans in there, if you're not going to have the fans engagement in the audience, why even risk it? Because you're putting the fighters, yourself, the people who are working in the arena, and the production company at risk. This shit can stay on surfaces. And now they say it can stay in the air and shit, you know what I'm saying? And now they even saying that the 6 feet of social distancing wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So my question to you guys, should we as boxing people, as boxing public, accept this kind of arena? With nobody in there cheering, no momentum swings, no big oohs or ahs from the crowd? Is that something that we really want to see? Now, look, I'm with everybody else. I'm with everybody else who wants to see sports again. But I don't want, if it's not safe for everybody to come out, why should it be safe for a select few to come out? I know people are out here missing money, missing checks, missing everything. But your life, man, is more important than a check that you might be getting or a check that you're going to get. And we got on. He says, yeah, I'll turn it down, said Lopez, who was not yet agreed to financial terms to fight Lomachenko. Everything I do is for the fans. Everything I love to do and why I get so excited when I'm in there is because of the fans. They bring the energy out of me. You know, whether it's in Cali, whether it's in Vegas, it doesn't matter where. It's just for me. I devote everything to fans. So it's just got to be done with fans somehow, some way. And he's absolutely right because he's a showman. He's an absolute showman in that ring. He does backflips. He does the Fortnite dance. He does everything. So he really does feed off the fans, man. He loves to give those fans those highlight knockouts. And he's saying it's not worth it to him if they're not there. He won't have that same energy. He won't have that same feel if the fans weren't there. And you guys gotta see his point, man. And I'm just gonna harp back on my standpoint. If it's not safe for everybody to come out, why should it be safe for a select few who you don't even know that it's gonna be safe for? You don't even know. Anything could happen when you put on an event. Anything could happen. Somebody, neighbor or a family member could come into town just on that day. And we don't know if we really don't have a idea on how to stop this shit. People saying social distancing, but shit. People out here still getting sick, still dying. Rest in peace to Fred the Godson, one of the best lyricist I ever heard on a microphone. For real. He just died from coronavirus. Rest in peace to Tony Harrison's father. He just died from coronavirus. Rest in peace to Anthony Yard's grandmother and his father. They passed away from the coronavirus. And I hope Marcus Brown's father pulls through. I hope. But with all these things happening, why even risk putting on the show? Is it for the money? Are we that hell bent on money? Are we? But let's go back to the Teofimo Lopez, his last quote. Let's not get ahead of ourselves yet. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got to stay positive. Maybe some things changes. But if not, then yeah, we got to adapt to it. But we don't know anything yet. All we can say is that we just got opinions, or we just kind of feel like this might happen and such and such. But we don't know anything. Who knows, man? Maybe this whole thing could just die out by tomorrow. Or who knows? Yeah, it's not going to do that, Teofimo Lopez. It's not going to die out by tomorrow. It's going to be around for a little bit, man. I'm expecting it to because Dr. Fauci was on he was on the little everyday coronavirus update shit, and he was saying like, man, it could be another round of this shit later on this fall, mixed in with the flu season. So we don't know how long this shit gonna be around, man. And it's not fair, for lack of a better word, for some people to be able to attend the event and others not to. I understand they work, their production, they're part of the boxer's entourage. I understand all that. But there are people too, and they can cause infection just like any other fan can. And I know what people are thinking, Mike, but the more people you get in the arena, the higher your chances are. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. But at the same time, it only takes one. It only takes one. They had a example on CNN when Anderson Cooper interviewed that mayor from Las Vegas who was totally off for shit. But they had a little diagram of a restaurant of one person having coronavirus, an asymptomatic person. They infected 8 or 9 people around them, not even talking to them, not even touching them, not even by them. They say because the shit can move in the air. So with that being said, I think if we can't have fans in the arena, we should pump the brakes a little bit and get a better understanding of what the fuck is going on. Because nobody knows how to combat this shit yet. And if you don't know how to combat it, how can you beat it? And why would you put on shows that could be jeopardized by this? I know we all want sports back. I know this, and I'm right there with you. But I just think human lives mean a little bit more to me than just fucking putting on shit for the sake of putting on shit. At the end of the day, man, we all are in this together, and let's do our part to make sure that we can beat this fucking virus, because this shit is causing hysteria across the whole world. But y'all know what it is, man. This has been Mike on Sports. I am your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, and we'll see y'all next time. Yes, sir.